Changing ends, Novak Djokovic asks you to explain Australian rules football. Go. Well, Australian rules football is an exciting game, one of the greatest games of the world, if not the greatest game in the world. A bit of a hybrid of soccer, rugby union, rugby league, water polo. I don't think you can fit tennis in there. Basically, 18 players each team. The umpire throws the ball up in the middle of the ground and says, go for it. And people would say it's a game without rules. There are a lot of intricate rules. Huge debate over whether those rules are right or wrong, and the interpretation of the umpires is right or wrong. In fact, probably I've gotten a lot of trouble with the umpires a few years ago for criticising them, but great game. Basically the objective is to get the ball out of the middle and kick it through the big sticks as often as possible, and if you kick more goals than the opposition, you normally win. Okay, share with us a childhood memory. A lot of childhood memories, but seeing as I'm in the Kia car as care of the Australian Open, probably the biggest memory is when Australia won the Davis Cup. Pat Cash was playing in Australia. I think that's right. I hope they did win, otherwise I'm going to sound pretty stupid, but I remember sitting in the car with my old man and yeah, listening to that on the radio. Favourite commentator, Bruce McAvaney and John McEnroe. Well, unfortunately for John, Bruce has been commentating AFL for the last, ever since I've been involved in AFL, so I'd have to go with Bruce McAvaney as being my favourite commentator. What are you very good at? Well, I used to be very good at football. Now I'm very good at telling people what to do. As a coach, you seem to tell people what to do all the time, so I'm very good at not doing much and telling other people what to do. Which is your favourite city? I'd have to say Melbourne. I wasn't born in Melbourne. I didn't come here till I was an 18-year-old, but what a city. I mean, it's got everything. It's got culture, it's got sport, it's got fashion, it's got music. Probably hasn't got the best beaches in the world, but Melbourne is my favourite city. If I was going to say a city outside of Australia, it'd have to be probably Paris. Beautiful city, lots to do, lots to see, very interesting. And if you get a chance, go to Barcelona. It's a lot of fun to be had there. Who is the greatest ever to play the game? I think they're talking about tennis. Well, Rod Laver would have to come to mind, obviously. Pete Sampras, but you know, I think Roger Federer is just amazing. You watch him play, and obviously things aren't going as well now. Not that he's not a good player, but as they were 2 or 3 years ago. But in that streak that was going on, for a long time, he was a freak. Great to watch, entertaining, and clinical at the same time. Do you own a tennis racket? I do. I play regularly with my daughter, probably 2 or 3 times a week. I am a very ordinary tennis player, but I own a tennis racket. What is the most surprising thing you've heard about yourself in the media? There's a lot of things, some that don't want to revisit, but that I was overpaid, not worth it, never be any good, all those things that every athlete hears once or twice in their career. What makes you a good coach? Well, yet to be proven that I'm a good coach. I've only been in the job for 18 months, so a good coach, I think, is someone who is able to take any form of talent, whether great talent, ordinary talent, and make them better. And I think that so far at Essendon we've been able to make our list and our players better. I think that's a sign of things to come. Thank you.
No,
thank you very much.
Very much.